a new awareness of life and death. Beloved children of light, let us delve into the mystery of death and the misconceptions that humanity has with the process. Humankind either looks upon death with dread or tries to ignore it entirely, as if quite possibly they can either forestall this inevitability or fool themselves into believing that they are immortal. The truth of the matter is that both of these beliefs are valid, but for quite different reasons. One of the greatest benefits of the process you are now experiencing, and we acknowledge that it can be quite uncomfortable and painful, is that when you realize and complete your transmutation into a mid-level, fifth-dimensional environment, you will no longer need to experience a death process, or the reincarnational process either. The process as you experience it now causes you to take on a veil of forgetfulness, and to seemingly start from scratch, or at the beginning, every time you enter a new body or experience a new life. This process will no longer be necessary as you move deeper into your New Age persona. You will leave whatever dimension you are currently experiencing fully aware of who you are, what you have been, and where you are going. You will evolve or attain that new dimensional awareness fully intact, fully functioning in the present, past, and future. Or to be more accurate, you will be aware of who you were, who you now are, and who you will be. That is the awareness of a fully God-conscious soul. To die a slow and torturous death, to see a loved one die painfully or suddenly, to see a child taken in their early years of golden promise, these experiences have been some of humankind's greatest tragedies, sorrows, and most important lessons. The medical profession is trying to continue life at all costs, and often for the wrong reason. At the other extreme are those who are advocating doctor-assisted suicide. Both of these concepts are of a third-dimensional mentality and will fall by the wayside in times fast approaching. Life should be cherished as a joyous time of active purpose and fulfillment. Humanity should be taught from the beginning that at the proper time, there will be a graduation into the next level of awareness and higher attainment. This should be anticipated and honored as part of the perfectly designed process of evolvement. All people should value their physical structure as an honored vessel, as a gift from the Creator, and treat it with care and respect. Each soul has its own timetable, its own agenda, and you must come to realize that everyone did not come to earth to live to an old age. If every soul lived their life in its fullness and close to spirit, they would know when their time on earth was drawing to a close, when their mission was complete. They would gently and lovingly prepare for the transition, allowing those they love and cherish to be a part of the process. No painful disease would have to be experienced. No complicated and painful life extension process would be initiated. For each of you would know, without a doubt, when it was time to go forward, to evolve into a higher state of being. Your loved ones would know that the separation is only temporary, that each of you has your own destiny to follow, that one day you will be reunited, never again to feel the pain of separation. Native Americans and other cultures of the past who lived and died close to spirit accepted life and death as a part of the wholeness of experience on earth. They cherished life, but they also honored death. Age was also honored and revered, for this was the time of wisdom. One of the greatest tragedies of your time is the practice of placing your aged ones in isolated care centers where they are drugged or made to feel like worthless invalids and left to slowly perish in pain, loneliness, and a sense of futility. These concepts, practices, and beliefs will soon be obsolete, and you will look back on them as barbaric. Age will be measured in experience and wisdom. Your bodies will mature but not decay. Your minds will stay active, alert, and ever seeking new experience and knowledge. And when it is time for you to move on to the next level of the never-ending spiral toward perfection, it will be done consciously with anticipation and joy. This is beyond your conceptual abilities at this time. The first step will be to teach the young to view life in a different way, as a precious gift and an opportunity to attain abilities and wisdom for the next level of experience. They must be taught that they are divine agents or representatives of the Creator, and what they do, positive or negative, affects not only their present life, but their future lives as well as their spiritual family and all humanity. And this sounds like a tall order, But if the teachings were begun and installed at birth and perpetuated throughout life, what a miraculous leap in consciousness this would be for humankind. We are not saying that you should not mourn your lost loved ones. However, we do ask that you begin to view the process in a different light. First of all, your loved ones are not lost, and their passing is not without purpose. Anyone who places the responsibility for his total happiness, well-being, and reason for living on another individual is inviting suffering and debilitation of body and mind. Your responsibility and greatest lesson at this time is to realize that you alone, in unison with Spirit, are responsible for your feelings of love, self-worth, and fulfillment. Have you not wondered why some mourn a lost one for years and never seem to get over the loss, while others mourn for a brief time, and then begin to get back in the swing of life and find ways to fill the void? Does this mean that some love more greatly than others? No. It usually means that either they have a need to martyr themselves, or that they do not feel they have the knowledge, ability, or wherewithal to rely on themselves, or the desire to take responsibility for their happiness and their reason for living. They externalize, limit, and restrict themselves from becoming fully conscious masters of their own destiny. We ask you, dear ones, to begin to contemplate, restructure, and reevaluate your old concepts of living and dying. This, too, is part of the transformational process. You must experience each and every facet of life in the physical until you have balanced and harmonized the process in its entirety. Then and only then will it be possible to transcend the death process, to ascend into your light bodies, and to spiral your awareness into those glorious new dimensions where death is only an ancient dream. Those of you who have had aged loved ones or those in the process of dying, give them and yourself a gift of sharing love, sharing insight, and participating in the experience, not ignoring it, hoping it'll vanish. Be there with them in the process and do what you can to smooth the way. Relive joyous memories. Use your love, your healing touch, and call on Spirit to help ease the pain and to allow a gentle, peaceful transition. You will be amazed at the difference it'll make. For those of you who have lost or will lose children or young ones, know that they came to give you joy, to teach you an important lesson that you needed to confront, or to simply bless you with their existence. Know that they are blessed, wise ones, who will be there to show you the way. You can be assured that one day you will be reunited with your spiritual family. Their birth was not in vain, nor was their death. One day you will know the perfect plan, and you will see the reason why it had to be so. Know, dear ones, that God does not punish. Know that everything transpiring, seemingly good or bad, is all part of the plan, and part of the experience needed by humankind to advance to the next level of awareness. Judge not either yourself or others. Allow each day to unfold in its perfection, knowing that soon the path of separation will only be a vague memory in the past. You cannot see us, but we are here. You cannot see your departed loved ones, but they are also near. Tap into your higher awareness and connect with your divine presence, and we promise you will never feel lonely or alone again. You are surrounded by loved ones in far vaster numbers than you can ever imagine. As always, you are loved, guided, and protected. I, Archangel Michael, bring you these truths. So be it.